Hey guys, welcome to today. I am extra pumped, so y'all are about to get some juice up in here. Okay, so we're on day 4 today of our growth week, and it's been amazing because growing is the best thing you could probably do for yourself. So it's been so great learning about it, so great teaching about it, and I'm excited for what's ahead for each of you because we're gonna start doing personal development, right? And growing. So let's get a refresher of what we learned this week and starting off with what personal development is. So it's an ongoing process. Remember y'all, we learned this. It's the ongoing process of understanding and developing yourself so that you can achieve your fullest potential. Y'all, we have all this potential inside of us. It's just gonna stay there and be dead. If we don't capitalize on it and bring it out and do something with it. Y'all, we have this potential, but we have to grow so we can learn and understand and develop and bring it out, right? So in developing yourself, it's the foundation, y'all, of your emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and physical growth and health. I literally just thought of this, which is obvious because that's the whole point of this. But literally every time you show up for your workout, you're doing personal development because we talk about stuff and we learn stuff before. What this is personal development. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna just go further with it and keep diving deeper and deeper and learning and growing. But this is the start of it because that's what we wanna do. We wanna grow from the inside out, right? So that's the whole point of this, but we're just gonna go further and on another level. Y'all, okay, there's this story that I heard, super good. So I'm gonna tell you it. Okay, there was this wood man. Okay, what is he? I wanted to say axer. Lumberjack? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. This man, right? His job, he had to cut down trees. And he had a mission. He wanted to cut down a lot of trees. He wanted to be proud of his work. And he wanted to report back to his boss how well he did. Day 1, goes out, chops down 20 trees. Let's go, bro. Yes. Yes. Good work. Day 2, comes back. He's like, I'm about to kill it again. Let's do this. 15 trees. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I mean, I was okay. You're still awesome. Let's be real. That's how I would actually respond. I'd be like, that's okay. Keep your head up. You got this. Tomorrow's going to be a new day, But anyway, he was kind of sad about it because he wanted to, at least stay the same, if not do better, right? Day 3, he comes out. All right, today's the day. Let's do this. 10 trees. He chops down 10 trees. I'm like, bro, okay, we need to talk about this because that's not okay. You just cut your workload in half from day 1. So what's going on? Something's wrong because that sucks. Okay, let's be real. I'd be like, it's okay. Okay, we'll figure this out together. I love you, Okay, but 10 trees? So he's like really bummed out because he has to report it to his boss, right? So his boss comes over and his boss is like, hey man, have you ever thought about sharpening your axe? When's the last time you sharpened your axe? Well, that seems really logical, right? So in this story, the axe is the metaphor. It's the metaphor for your skills, your character, and all your proficiencies in life, right? So what we do is we approach life with this mentality. We just keep chopping away, and we don't stop to think about the effectiveness, right, of what we're doing. We're just chipping away without thinking about this, right? So in other words, what personal development is the tool that sharpens your axe. Y'all, let's go. That's good. That's so good. Did you catch that? That's really good. So he's just chopping away, getting 10 trees at the end of day 3, sucking. But if he had thought about it and thought about the effectiveness and what he should do to make his work more efficient, boom. So day 4, what happens? He's like, okay. He gets 21 trees. Let's go. I just added that ending. That's not really the ending of it, but that's a good ending, right? So anyway, that's the idea, y'all. Personal development is huge. So let's do it, right? Get started. Don't stop, okay? Because everybody can be super excited about something, right? Oh, yes, it's so exciting. It's new. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to crush it. And then, you know, it becomes super easy to just turn on the tube. Does anybody call that anymore? I don't even know. But anyway, and not do it, right? It's way easier to sleep in the mornings and not wake up and do your personal development, right? That's what happens. But y'all, if we want to be the best that we can be, which is what we are going to be, if you're sticking with me, that's where we're going. We're going that way. We're not going that way. We're not going that way. We're going that way, okay? So let's go. So y'all have to do it, stick with it, even if it's a little bit tough in the beginning to force yourself to wake up or force yourself to not turn on the TV or whatever it is, do it. And you're gonna start seeing what it's doing in your life, y'all. It's huge, okay? And I promise you that whatever route you go with this personal development, y'all, it is guaranteed for you to see exponential return on that investment that you're putting into yourself, okay? So I believe in you. I've experienced it. I do it. I'm growing, so I can be living proof that it works, okay? So if I'm telling you, here's the tool, it works, would you not want to do it? All right, so let's do it, y'all. Okay. That concludes this week of growth. We're going to move on to something new next week, but it's been so great. Proud of y'all. I believe in you, and just do it and try it. Just try it. See what happens. Okay? I love y'all. Now we're going to get started on our stretch and mobility day. Okay? So here we go. All right. We are going to move this out of the way. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so today is, like we said, stretch and mobility. Just get your towel, your mat. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first movement we're gonna do, we're gonna hold each movement for 1 minute, really stretch it out. So the first one we're gonna do is a downward dog, okay? So go ahead and walk it straight down to your toes and then walk it out. We're gonna be here for 1 minute. So just hang your head in between your arms. Don't hold it up. Don't look too far at your toes. Just hang it here. Your ears in between your arms. And try to really force your calves, your heels down to the ground so that you can stretch out your calves. If you can't, it's okay. The more we go along, the more stretched out you'll become, and it'll lower eventually. So try to really relax here. When you're going through these movements, don't forget to breathe in your nose, out your mouth. We're almost through here, okay? 6 seconds. It's really relaxing. Okay, come down. We're gonna go into our low lunge. So just bring one leg up, right here. And what we're gonna do is you have your back knee down. We're gonna go up with our hands right here. Okay, and you're really gonna feel this stretch right here in your hip flexors too, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started. So stretch it out. Bring your arms up and just hold it here. If you do not feel the pull in this opposite leg right here, this hip flexor, go in deeper. So you might be sitting up too much. Go in deeper into it, okay? Just sit there, hold it. Your knee is on the ground. Just want to make sure we're doing that. 10 seconds. We're gonna switch sides. Okay, go ahead and come up. Switch straight over into it. Ooh. Bring your arms up. Your knee is not over your toe, so you're not here and bending this way. Pull it out. And then really feel that stretch here. We're gonna really work our lower today, because you know we all tighten our hips from sitting so much during the day. So it's gonna be really good, really needed. 5 seconds here. Okay, so stay in this position. We're just gonna go down to the ground here as much as you can. If you can't, you can stay up on your hands and then just kind of like lower that way. But if you can, come down, keep this leg up. You can really feel it in your hams, and you're still feeling it in your hip flexor as well. We're not gonna switch over to the other leg. We're gonna do another movement on this same side, and then we'll switch legs, okay? So stay with this leg for the next movement as well. We're just gonna lay it over. 10 seconds here. Okay, come up. And then we're just gonna lay this over like this. Ooh, this back leg straight, okay? If you can bring it to 90, that's best. If you can't, bring it down a little bit. And then if you need to stay up here, that's fine. But if you can come down to your elbows or even to your chest, you can get deeper into that stretch, okay? So hold it here or come down further. I'll probably come down further in the next round when I'm a bit more stretched out, because I feel pretty tight right now. We're almost there, y'all. We're gonna switch to the other side. Okay, go ahead and come up. Bring that other leg up. Okay. So remember, we have that leg up, that back knee down, and we're going down to our elbows. I can really feel this in my hamstring a lot. Still in my hip flexors. Remember, if you can't come down to your elbows, you can stay on your hands, but come down as much as you can, just bending here to get lower into it, okay? Don't forget to breathe, you guys. This day is super important. Don't skip it. All right, come up, and then we're gonna lay that foot over. This back leg straight. Just sit on top. Lay on top. Okay, guys, go ahead and come up, stay seated. We're gonna go into a butterfly. Ooh, I can already feel a super stretching. Okay, right here, so we're gonna use our elbows to push our knees down to further stretch us out here. If you can't bring your heels all the way in, you can be out. That's totally fine. I actually want you to do it this way as well because it stretches more of like right here, the side is butt cheek, leg part right here. When you're out further. So when you're out, let's go ahead and get started. So go out first, still use your elbows and push your knees down. You should be able to feel it back there, right here. Okay, and then we're gonna pull it in tighter at 30 seconds, okay? Really force your knees down. Make sure you feel that stretch. If you don't, lean a little forward and it pulls it more. Okay, go ahead and bring it in more. Force your knees down with your elbows. Hold here. I think this is a really great way to end a week of hard work. Just stretching ourselves out. It's very relaxing. Okay, guys, let's go into our next movement. Put one leg out, put the opposite foot over the other leg, turn. We're gonna use that elbow to push our knee in and really get this stretch here. So this is gonna be really good for your back and you can feel it right here in this pull. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna hold here. We're gonna switch at 30 seconds. Then we're gonna switch back 30 seconds and then we're gonna switch back. So we're gonna do each side for a minute, but switching at 30 seconds. Sit it up taller too. Instead of being back here, sit up tall. You get a better stretch. All right, let's go ahead and switch. 5 seconds, we're almost there. All right, go ahead and switch. Okay, go ahead and switch. Three, two, one. Okay, now we're gonna go into a squat, y'all. If you need to hold on to a pole, do that. We're just gonna sit at the bottom of our squat. Really try to keep your heels on the ground, your chest up. Okay, like I said, if you tend to fall backwards, hold on to something. Hold on to a pole or whatever. we're just gonna sit here, and this really opens up all this, y'all, from sitting so much all day. So this is really good. So go ahead and sit down into it. If you can't drop all the way down, go down as far as you can. But you don't really want to be holding the squat. You want to be sitting as deeply as you can into it so that it can really open everything up. And you can even push your knees out a little bit so that you can feel it a little bit more. It's really good to sit in this squat hold. So if you can do it even more often than just when we do it together, it's really good. If you put your elbows into your knees, it helps you sit up better instead of rounding over. Helps you sit up better. Okay, you guys, that was a minute. So we're gonna redo that whole cycle one more time. Ooh, that's gonna be so good, y'all. Our hips are so tight. Most people's hips are so tight from just sitting all day, like I said. So this is really good for opening up our hips and stretching them out. So, in our lower area. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go back down into that downward dog. Walk it down. Walk it out. Relax your neck. Let it hang. Force your heels down into the ground as much as you can. Don't overforce it to feel any pain. It's okay if you're up on your toes a bit more. But if you can, drop it. Drop your heels into the ground. Make sure you relax your head and just hold this. Almost there. 2, 1. Okay, just drive straight up. Okay. Remember this one, we're in this lunge. We're gonna go up with our hands. We're pushing that hip forward so that you can feel that stretch there in your hip flexor, okay? Mine already feels better this round. Feels a bit more stretched out, which is good. Relax here, you guys. Feel that stretch. Slowly come out of it. We're gonna go ahead and switch. Bring those arms up. If you feel too much of a pull for too long, you can come up for a second and then go right back into it. Almost there. 2, 1. Okay, remember we're gonna go down pull this leg back more. Your knee's still on the ground, but we're gonna come down to our forearms. And remember, if you can't, you can stay here and then just slowly lower as much as you can, if any. But if not, right here is fine. You can feel more in your hamstring on this one. And it's still pulling that hip flexor as well. Okay, remember we're gonna stay on this side. We're just gonna drop that knee over. We're almost there. Okay, stay here. Pull that foot in. Drop your knee to the ground. Straighten this back leg. Go ahead and sit on top. And lower down. Good job this week, guys. Proud of you for showing up and completing another week. And now taking the time for your body so that we can keep it moving, keep it strong. This is a very important piece of it all, too. All right. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Bring your other leg up. Man, I'm feeling tight. Okay, lower your elbows down if you can. If not, stay up. Okay, go ahead and up that foot over, lay that knee down, straighten the back leg, and lay on top of your knee. Okay, go ahead and come up. We're gonna do our butterfly. First 30 seconds is out more. Push those knees down with your elbows. Feel that pull in here and in here, but a lot in here. We're gonna switch in 30 seconds. It's very relaxing. I was just hyped up. And now I'm like feel calm and peaceful. I'll go ahead and bring it in. Sorry guys. Push those knees down. Okay, Both legs out straight, put one over the other. Put that elbow into the knee and push, twisting your back. Sitting up tall, feeling the pull here and in your back. So good. Go ahead and switch sides. Go ahead and switch sides again. Push with that elbow, you'll get a good twist out of this. Go ahead and switch. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into that deep squat again. So, find you something to hold on to. Keep your toes pointed forward. Get as deep as you can into that squat, keeping your chest up. Force your knees out so you can feel that pull. If you don't have to hold on, then don't. It would be better not to. But if you need to, it's totally fine. So you can sit back into that squat. Just hold it. You guys, taking this time for yourself is just so much more important, and you get so much more out of it than sitting your butt on the couch and watching a show, or whatever, insert whatever it is that you do that's just mindless and not productive and not really getting you any further in any direction. So y'all, take time for yourself and really put in. It does take time and effort to put that into yourself, but it's so worth it. Like we talked about, that growth, you're going to see that return on that investment in yourself, and it's going to help you reach so many things in life. So do it. All right, that is it for today. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel a lot looser? Oh, I do. That was so good. Proud of y'all for showing up, doing that, taking time for your body and for yourself. So this week has been a great week, and I'm excited to get started on the next one. So proud of y'all. Love y'all.